Okay, so I wanted to first start off by showing you how to create a problem list from scratch. So if you have a patient who comes in as an initial visit and you would like to list their chronic active problems, there are a couple of ways you can do this. First of all, you can go up to the problem list on their toolbar or taskbar here and click the number, and that will bring up your problem list here. And I recommend going to your preferences and making sure that use multi-select SNOMED search is checked. That way you can batch multiple problems and then add them all at once. If they don't have any active problems, you can always check this box and that will get you the meaningful use measure for that patient. So if you want to add some problems, you go down here to add problem and click, and this is a SNOMED search. It's not an ICD-9 search. So let's look up hypertension. And you can choose this one, or you can search by, in some cases you can search by acronym. So HTN will actually pull up hypertension. So let's add that to our cart, and let's add hyperlipidemia, and let's add asthma. Okay, and as you can see, there's multiple options to choose from, but this is picking the most common one. And then if at any point you need to take something out because you entered it incorrectly, simply remove it from the cart. When you're complete with the ones you want to enter, click OK. And now these problems have been added. Now they are not listed as chronic conditions unless you highlight them. You can either do it individually and select Set Chronic, or you can hold down Shift, highlight all of them, Set Chronic all at once, and now you'll see these are all checked. So that's one way to add problems. This is adding problems from scratch. If you have already diagnosed the patient with a problem such as backache here, and you want to add it to their problem list, you can simply highlight the code, select Send to Problem List, and it doesn't give you any notification that it occurred, but it did, and if you look here, it's under here. Now, it doesn't add it as a chronic problem, so again, you have to set chronic if it is a chronic condition, and hit accept. Now, I'll expand this window a little bit. If you want to resolve a condition that's on here, you can either delete it if it was an error, or if it's actually a condition they had that had resolved, you can select resolved. You can change the date. There's a lot of other information down here that can be altered. So that gives you some information on how to, a couple ways to add problems. Now this is also a button you can add to your menu bar here, and I don't have it selected here, but you can add it by clicking Add Remove Buttons, or Top Toolbar, and then Problems. And now when you see this icon, or it may just be a DX if you have the small icons, it opens the exact same thing. So there's lots of ways to get to this. Okay, I still recommend filling out surgical history here and family history here. Just as an aside, if you have a transitional care patient and you want to enter interim history, you can go to their interim history and select Add, and then you can fill out this information to give information regarding an emergency department encounter, office visit, those sorts of things. Okay. So that's how to enter problems in your chronic active problem list, and now you can see that this is up here and shows you the onset date. I wouldn't worry too much about the onset date, changing it. That's the date you entered it. It defaults to that. If you want to go back and actually identify what date they actually were diagnosed with this condition, you can do so, but that takes some backtracking. Okay, now I actually wanted to go into the patient's encounter for the day and show how you can quickly update your problem list using the codes from today's encounter. And this may be an easy way for you to grow your problem list with time if you choose to do so. So when you're clicking on your assessments here and you're selecting a code for today, let's say that we're addressing an issue with hypothyroidism. So you use your IMO search, select your code, and now it's down here. If you select this code and you make a diagnosis chronic and add it to your clinical problems, select Add Update, it adds it over here, and these are going to be listed under your problem list. So I'll show you that in just a minute. So that's how you can do that easily using your codes from your Assessment and Plan tab. So now if you go up here, once again, hypothyroidism is now listed under your problem list. And remember, you can hover over these items and they'll pop down in a window that shows you what's listed in here. So anyway, I would advise you to update your problem list as able. If we, I think moving forward, we also need to address workflows regarding how we're going to have these problem lists updated, whether we're going to do them or have a roomer or nurse do them, and then we just review them with the patient. So multiple ways this could be accomplished, but that's how you get your problem list updated. So if you have any questions, contact me, and anything else you'd like to see on a video, let me know because I can make more of them. Thank you.